Hi everyone, so today we're gonna talk about Louis Vuitton accused a small Japanese company of their trademark. So this is kind of crazy because everybody knows their trademark, Louis Vuitton's trademark, even people who don't have Louis Vuitton products, that famous damier pattern. So one small Japanese company got accused by them and they're saying, you infringed our pattern, damier pattern, but do you know where that pattern comes from? And that's called Ichimatsu pattern. That has a history of hundreds of years. This is why the history is pretty important. Louis Vuitton is one of the biggest luxury brand in the world. When you're gonna get accused by that company, you might gonna be terrified. But if you know the history, that pattern does not come from France, does not come from Louis Vuitton, that comes from Japan, and it's called Ichimatsu pattern. And even the meaning of damier comes from Ichimatsu pattern. I don't know why they try to say infringement over the trademark. So I don't know, like even people who work for Louis Vuitton doesn't know about this history. Even the designer of Louis Vuitton technically copied this pattern from Japan. But we've never complained about it. Just if you want to use this design, you can use it. Then sounds like we are the original, we made this pattern. Don't be so cocky, Louis Vuitton. I know you are such a luxurious brand, famous French brands. But that doesn't come from you. That doesn't come from France. That comes from Japan. And we've never complained about you use that pattern. So like don't make a ridiculous claim that the pattern belongs to you. So in the past there was a trend about the style of Japanese fashion, or even before Van Gogh, the famous artist Van Gogh copied some Japanese designs. It's called ukiyo-e. So there was a trend before, like incorporating Japanese art, fashion, culture that considered to be fashionable. But we've never complained about it. Like we've never said, oh, you copied like our culture, fashion, design, art. We've never said it. So things I don't understand is this happens to Western world. Like they try to claim this is our property, this is mine, or even about Disney, like about the logo of Mickey Mouse, like that just round shape anybody can think about. I don't know why they wanna claim their properties, rights, only care about money, not about thinking about the history, culture. It's kind of a sad thing. And if we're gonna do the same thing, let's say some kind of art or pattern that's belong to France, then we're gonna copy that. Definitely French people or French companies gonna be upset, angry with us. But we're not gonna do it. Of course, not all French people think this way, just only luxurious brands, Louis Vuitton or some big corporation or like Disney. I don't know why they wanna sue or accuse somebody of infringement. That's kind of ridiculous. If you claim your art is original, then make by yourself. Not get some inspiration from other countries or from someone else. Just make from scratch. So maybe this news might be, yes, even sad for some Chinese people, since now the biggest consumers are from China, wealthy Chinese people, before actually from Japan, but now Japan's economy is going down, so not much Japanese people buy luxurious brands, but now wealthy Chinese are buying luxury brands like Louis Vuitton. Then as you know, some of Chinese don't like Japan. So once they're gonna hear about this kind of design patterns come from Japan, maybe they're gonna be upset. But historically speaking, this pattern is called Ichimatsu pattern. Yeah, even you can Google it, so you can understand this was totally correct. So there are two things I wanna say. Simply, I'm curious, really Louis Vuitton didn't know about this pattern comes from Japan? If they didn't, they should learn the history or even the history of the company and designers. And the second, like don't try to sue or accuse somebody quickly. This is not a good way, especially this type of art, design, nobody owns actually. Yeah, now like music, yeah, some of the stuff like copyright issues, of course we have, but this Ichimatsu pattern has been used for hundreds of years, way before Louis Vuitton was founded. So just don't strangle yourself with this action. We're not gonna complain about you using this Ichimatsu pattern in your company's trademark pattern. You call it dummy pattern, it's okay. We're not gonna complain about it. You can use it and you can make so much profits, yeah, from all over the world. But don't try to accuse a small Japanese company of infringement, because this pattern belongs to us, belongs to Japan, belongs to the Japanese culture and art. So if you really want to fight over that pattern, yeah, we can do it, but you're gonna lose it. Just don't pretend to be someone who invented this pattern. Just be quiet, so nobody's gonna talk about it. If you're gonna say I own this pattern, then we have to talk about it. Well, actually, where does that pattern come from? So just be quiet, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, maybe you are getting too cocky about your company, the world famous high brand, but that does not mean you own that pattern. Especially you are targeting people who have money but don't care about their history, just they only care about luxury brands. So people can think, oh, they must be rich. So that's why those wealthy people buy your brands. Just be quiet and keep making those luxurious bags for wealthy people. They want to buy it. And most of the time, wealthy people don't care about your company's history or Ichimatsu pattern. So just be quiet, Louis Vuitton. So this kind of stuff definitely is happening even in other companies, like especially, yeah, not just about Japan, maybe some Asian countries or even maybe vice versa. That art comes from Western countries, but Asian countries are copying. So we can say it in vice versa, that this Louis Vuitton's action is not okay. Just they are damaging their image as a high brand. Okay, so everyone, thank you for watching. What do you think about this matter? People who didn't know about this pattern actually comes from Japan. Now you learned a lesson. And even people who are working for Louis Vuitton, if you didn't know that, yeah, you should Google it. So you're gonna know the history. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. And yeah, we can meet again in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.